this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing another edition of Mayday's Journey, where I'll be reviewing issue 52 of Spider-Girl. I'll talk about why I skipped issue 51, because I already did the review for issue 51. Actually, I got a little confused when I said issue 52. I thought issue 50 was last. I forgot that in the previous Reader's Digest, it was issue 51 with like that fun one-shot about the guy who really liked May, who moved, had that love letter to her, so I thought that was a cool issue, and I have a review for that if you want to check it out. But there's another digest. So we're going into issue 52, which is part of volume 10 of Spider-Girl. Only like 3 more, including this one, for the Reader Digest, and then we go into the back issues, because they never finished collecting Spider-Girl, which was always a great thing, right? But let's start talking about this issue. 52, so a really cool design of Felicity's costume on the cover right there, which is really cool. But let's start talking about the issues. So the last issue we got to see that May has had it. She thinks she's a screw-up, so she quits being Spider-Girl. So it's her dealing with her boy problems in this issue and dealing with not being Spider-Girl anymore. And seeing that no one really noticed that she quit, because obviously she only quit for like a day, so people are not going to notice that Spider-Girl's gone in a day. But she also deals with Kane and Allison, trying to make a relationship with them, and I don't think her parents are very happy about that. They don't know, but they did know. They wouldn't be really happy, because we see Mary Jane's reaction to that. Even just mentioning their names, she breaks a glass and gets pretty angry at May. So by the end of this issue, though, we get to see Dark Devil wants to talk to May for some reason. Says, hey, I found this costume. And doesn't even mention it's hers. He knows what happens, but doesn't talk about her quitting, and just says, here, think you can use it. It's an extra costume, looks your size. And just, even though May wants to say, I quit. Come on, Dark Devil, stop. I quit being Spider-Girl. He doesn't really make her speak and says, everyone deserves a second chance. Go take it. And that's the end of the issue. I think this just has a really cool lesson, and really shows who May is in this issue, that she gives second chances to everybody. She gives a second chance, maybe not to JJ, that's one person she has really given a second chance to, but she gives a lot of second chances, and especially to Kane and Allison, people that she shouldn't respect, but does, and gives them that second chance. But why doesn't she give herself that second chance and that redemption? And one thing I love about this character is that before she fights, or before she says something witty, she tries to redeem that character. And we see that with her true villain, which was Normie Osborn. And Normie is a good guy now because of her style of redemption. That's definitely a theme, I think, even more than Spider-Man, which Spider-Man's redeemed characters in the past. I think Spider-Girl has that magic touch a little bit more, because she's redeemed a lot more characters. And that's something that she tries to do, even with April, which we'll see in Amazing Spider-Girl leading into Spectacular Spider-Girl, which is far off, but you'll see that a lot too. So I think that's always an interesting notion, and always an interesting quality of Spider-Girl. And you see that a lot here, but she doesn't have a lot of confidence in herself. And, you know, I think it's an on and off type confidence, and you see that here too. Sometimes she'll be like, yeah, I'm Spider-Girl, this is Spider-Girl world, and then others, she's like, am I good enough? Am I the strongest hero? Can I follow in my father's web steps? And even now, Peter has a lot more confidence in May, which is great to see. So yeah, I really enjoyed this issue. I didn't love May's style here. This is actually one of her weirdest styles, where she has like her hair gelled back. Thought that was a little weird throughout the whole issue. It's a little different, but a little weird. Weird style for May. I don't think it quite works for her. This is like, when it sticks in my mind, a style that I did not like for May was probably that one. Not a big fan. Also not really a big fan of the early days, where she had like her really short haircut. But I think her hairstyle is like the best in Amazing Spider-Girl. Well, once we get to that, we'll talk about it. But really enjoyed the issue. I love, you know, last comment I want to make is about Dark Devil and May. Dark Devil is always the person to bring May down, and I love his reasoning here. He says, I only did that to make you better. And there's actually a big connection with Dark Devil and May. Blood related, actually, which I still don't know if May knows that she's blood related to Dark Devil and how she's related. It's never really been revealed in the series how we, as an audience, we know how they're related, but it's never been revealed if May knows how they're related. We know that both Dark Devil and May have an uncle in common, which is Cain. They both said Uncle Cain at the same time, so do they both know? I don't know. That's definitely a question I've always had. But yeah, I love that Dark Devil was the one to give the costume back. And the way he says it, it's not pushing, saying, oh, May, you did the wrong thing, but here's your costume. Like, it's not him giving a second chance, but just pushing her to give herself a second chance. I just thought the wording was really perfect, the way Dark Devil gave May her costume back. And that had to be the person to push her back into being Spider-Girl, because that was the person who always pushed her. And that friendship slash... yeah, I would say friendship, even though May doesn't think it's a friendship. I would say friendship is a really unique one and a really interesting one. And we'll see that grow even more as the series goes on. And I wish if we had more issues of Spider-Girl, we hopefully would have seen that even more fleshed out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, I'll have a review for Mayday's Journey next week, next Sunday. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic and the Rant Situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later.